Hey, Clint,
Hey,
what is a soldier's relationship to his weapon?
it's his primary offensive tool. Um, so it's in a lot of ways his life-saving device as well.
Okay. Well, I know you were a drill sergeant for a little bit,
Hmm.
so I'm sure that involved drilling in men a knowledge and a familiarity with their weapon. What kind of familiarity should a soldier have with his primary weapon?
He really needs to know it like the back of his hand, inside and out. He needs to know how to disassemble, reassemble, clean, and of course, use his weapon.
Is there an attention to detail and an intentionality that a soldier has to have to clean their weapon well?
Oh, of course, because there's all kinds of nooks and crannies and stuff that carbon and dirt, dust, whatever can get into.
So with the M4 carbine, if there's a mechanical failure, did they teach you anything that you're supposed to do just right off the bat to take care of the weapon, to prepare it to continue to fire?
Sure, it's an acronym called SPORTS. Slap the bottom of the magazine, pull the charging handle, observe to make sure a casing was ejected, release the charging handle, tap the forward assist, and then, re-aim and shoot. Yep.
All right. Well, cool. So that process obviously also comes with a lot of intention, training, practice, because I'm sure I can just speak for me. Like if my gun didn't fire and I was in a war zone, I would freak out. So there's a lot of training and intention that goes into being prepared to use your weapon. How much time would you say a soldier spends with maybe an M4 or just whatever his primary is uh, before he hits the field? Well, I know it's ideal, but like, what would you say is the ideal time a soldier should spend with his weapon?
Well, I know, like in basic training, for instance, we have them. They're with it constantly. There's never a time where they should be without it, essentially, unless they're, in the shower or something like that. But every chance we get, they should be cleaning their weapons, which means they're getting familiar with disassembling, reassembling, learning all the parts and all of its little nooks and crannies. We take them to the range for basically 3 weeks straight before they have to qualify, which essentially means like you've hit enough targets to show that you're familiar enough with how to use a weapon. And then after basic training, it's you have to qualify with your weapon so many times a year, and obviously that involves instruction and use prior to that. So the more time, the better.
What is something that civilians don't know about weapons in combat?
They will fail. They will malfunction in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Even if you take really good care of it, it's almost inevitable.
Okay. So you have to have the ability to know your weapon intimately
Of
enough
course,
to put
yeah.
it back together.
Yeah, that's why being so intimately familiar with it and understanding the process of getting it back into operation is so important, and making sure that it is clean, because if you don't clean it, it certainly will malfunction.
Because a soldier without a weapon is a
A
liability.
liability, yeah.
Awesome.
Keep your medic handy.
For sure.